Good morning, everybody. Johnny Jans here, and the time has come where I am going to check in for the first time to the Drury Plaza Hotel. Drury with a D. And this place is pretty neat because it exists just a few feet away from Disney Springs, and it is actually considered a Disney hotel. It is an off-site Disney hotel, so it's going to save you money, but it's going to also give you many perks. I think it's going to be really fun to check this place out, so I invite you to join me as we check in and do some meandering around. Now, this building was built back in 1972, so it's 1 year from the creation of Walt Disney World, so it puts it at one of the oldest hotels around here. Back then it was a travel lodge, and then in 2000 it converted to a Best Western, and now it's a Drury Plaza Hotel. We're actually going to walk on the sidewalk over to Disney Springs now because it's not quite time to check in to experience the fun. There's even a lake back there, which is kind of neat. Note that I started my walk about 12:30 from the Drury Inn. We're gonna walk over to Disney Springs and see just how long it takes to actually get to Disney Springs. But I am taking a detour because just steps away from the Drury Inn is the Amateur Athletic Union. What's so special about this building, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. It's actually used to be the preview center for Walt Disney World back in 1971 when it was only going to be Magic Kingdom. This was the first building that was actually built here on property. They had the model, they had all the propaganda set up for the Magic Kingdom here in this preview center. So when you were getting excited about what was to come about Walt Disney World and the Magic Kingdom, and now it's called the Amateur Athletic Union. So a little bit of history on my walk over to Disney Springs. Very nice. Because of past legislation rulings, this used to be the Reedy Creek Improvement District, but is now the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District, where Florida has a say in what Disney can and cannot build anymore. Here's another hotel on the side of the road. This is the Hilton. And actually, I remember back in the 90s, an episode of Roseanne when they used to film at Walt Disney World, because back then all the shows, they would do an episode for ABC at Walt Disney World. But I remember Roseanne would stay here. They acted like they were staying on property, but really they stayed here at the Hilton, which is still technically a Disney hotel. It's just not one of the official Disney hotels. These off-site Disney hotels exist on the strip outside Disney Springs. Now, I've stayed here. This is the Wyndham. It used to not be the Wyndham. I forgot what it was. These hotels change all the time, and that is the advantage of staying outside Disney Springs at one of these hotels. You're gonna save yourself a lot of money instead to stay right in the central property of Disney at one of their main hotels. And just like that, we are here at Disney Springs. Check it out, there's a fun fountain in front of the Disney Springs sign. You know I love that. And it's only 12:44. I left at 12:30 from the Drury Plaza Hotel. A quick stop at the old preview center. Now I'm here at the steps to Disney Springs. Bam. This hotel is already just paying for itself here in convenience. Now, I have never been on this walkway outside Disney Springs. Walking, loud car, walking above the traffic. You can see the sign again in the distance. It's pretty cool. I love these elevated bridges though. Instead of walking across the street, I get to walk above it. Very nice. Also, bird's eye view of that fountain. Looking pretty cool over there. There it is, guys. A more clear view. Disney Springs fountain. Very nice. You know, over there used to be the old bus drop-off area for the Disney Springs buses. I don't know if they use it for anything now. But for Uber and Uber Lyft, there you go. And here it is, the official sign, Disney Springs. Walked across. Behold. Do they still call it the marketplace over here? That's what I know it as. I don't know. I just remember old Disney Springs stuff. I have no idea what they call it now. But we're here, just like that. Beautiful. No parking garage required. Oh, back from a hot day at Disney Springs. Back to the Drury Plaza Hotel, Drury with the D. I'll never be able to pronounce that, sorry. There's the pork shear. I like the wavy lines up top, that's pretty cool. But let's check out the entrance and the lobby. Ooh, automatic doors. Good start. Let's see it. Ooh, very nice lobby. I like these IKEA balls hanging from the ceiling. Got some furniture, lounge areas. Got the kitchen plus bar over there for drinks and food from the kitchen, I guess. Now, what's very fun about this hotel, besides being a Disney adjacent hotel, a Disney hotel, you still get the perks, early entry into the parks. You still get the buses. You just have to kind of schedule them to get a bus to a park. It's a thing. But you got breakfast included. You got dinner included, which is very exciting, different. And drinks are included too. So you're in, again, I'm paying $112 plus the $25 for parking for the night. I mean, you can't beat that. To be fair, I actually booked this on Expedia, so it might have been cheaper that way. I'm beginning the meandering around to my room. Just thing to note, there's two towers. There's a Cypress Tower side and there's a Palm Tower side. I'll be staying in the Palm Tower side. Look at this fun mural / map of Walt Disney World. I like it. Gets you in that Disney mood already. You've got windows back here facing the pool area. Check that out later. It's kind of busy right now. They have a conference center if you're going to have a convention type conference type thing. Very nice. I get free breakfast, but I've never had free dinner at the hotel and complimentary drinks. We'll go over that in a minute. They gave me a little pamphlet about what's all included in the place as I go check out the room. I'm riding the elevator right now.
Oh wow, this is
very fun. Wi-Fi is free too, as it is probably in most hotels. Stepping in on the 8th floor is where my hotel room is going to be. And look at this. Check out the view. This is just from the 8th floor, folks. And look at the pool. This is good. I can give a pool tour from up here so I don't have to make anyone feel weird. You got the pretty big pool. I heard there's a drop-off area that drops about 3 feet, just so you know. And the stairs, they really make a thing about that. Look at the surrounding behind the pool. There's a swampy area, and then there's a lake area, and there's Disney Springs right in front of me. This is pretty close. Also, I mean, I'm sure we can go higher, but you can see Hollywood Studios off in this direction, and then way over here is the Contemporary in that direction. So you can see fireworks from this hotel. You can see the Magic Kingdom fireworks. You can see the Epcot fireworks. The ball's actually right in that direction too. We'll take a look at that later. Well, Orlando, Florida gets you in the spirit right there. They got some decorative tree right there. That's nice. Walking down the hallway to my room. We found the ice machine. That's very important if you've seen any of my videos, is where's the ice machine? It's right here at the end of the hallway. I don't have to go on a strange floor to find it, like my adventure in Bay Lake Tower. So we are walking down the hallway. Check out the carpet. It's got circular kind of designs on it. Nice tans, solid walls. Very nice. And I think we found our room, guys, right? Welcome to room 830 will be today's room that I am staying in right now. And look at this right off the bat. We have microwave, we have refrigerator, safe, place to make my coffee, wonderful kitchen type art there for Orlando. Represent. Sink to wash up at. That's kind of weird that the sink's out here in the kitchenette. And let's see the bathroom. Here's my spot to do the business. The bathroom counter. It's like a granite. Big mirror. Hello. You got art to look at in your bathroom. And your shower with a glass door. No shower curtains. They provide all kinds of different soaps. They're not Disney kind, but that'll do. And let's go into the second half of the room. The living room half of the room. We have 2 queen beds side by side. Here's the lamp, but do we have USB charging capabilities? Let's see, the lamp's got some switches. Oh, here it is. This clock's got everything I need. USB-C, whatever. It's all right there attached to the clock. I got a table to write my stationery here. Beautiful. Nice sized TV. Dresser to put my clothes and belongings. Very nice. I like how they make the remote stand up. That's pretty cool. Never saw that before. And of course we got a balcony, which is fun. So again, fireworks views off my balcony tonight, guys, because I am facing Epcot right over here, and I'm facing the Magic Kingdom. There's the Contemporary right over there. We're gonna have 2 sets of fireworks tonight. Very fun, overlooking the pool area. This is a good view off the 8th floor. I'll just probably watch fireworks from my room tonight is what I'll do. All right, so far I'm pretty impressed with the room. It's very spacious. I mean, oh my gosh, look how wide it is. Little Jans, go stand over there to give it some scale, just to show you just how big the room is in comparison to her size there. And Junior Jan's giving me both scale. That's great. Cool, but very big room. I think this is gonna be great for a night. I think this is actually good for a couple nights, and very Orlando, Florida themed. Let's just say art too, because they have the Welcome to Orlando. They have the Orlando skyline right there. And we don't have another closet, but we do have like a mini closet with a couple hangers, ironing board, in case you're gonna go to the theme park and want to iron your shirt. Remember what I said? This was one of the first hotels. It was made in the 70s, but they revamped it a couple times. So it's still, it doesn't, you know what? It doesn't have as much 70s flair as the Polynesian sure did. And that still feels like it was made in the 70s. This feels pretty contemporary to me. I like it. So there we go. Room tour complete. And stay tuned, because I'm going to check out more that this hotel has to offer as I experience the Drury with a D. Here I am at the highest point, floor 19. And you can see the view gets a little bit better as I can see all the way over to Magic Kingdom, Contemporary, over there, and pan over here, Epcot. So pretty much similar to my room, just a little more higher up. From this angle, I can pretty much see about the same stuff. Okay, I went up the Cypress Towers for the view on the 15th floor, not as high as the other one, but just to see what we can see on the other side out into Orlando. I see the Orlando Eye way out there. That means just beyond that is Epic Universe. So if there were fireworks or any kind of shows, you could definitely see it from this window here on the 15th floor. Pretty neat. Hanging out by the pool now, and one thing you gotta document is that the Palm Tower where I'm staying, that's the one with the balconies, but the Tree Tower does not have balconies. Right now there's a thunderstorm coming, so everybody is getting out of the pool, and there's a massive line at the elevator. So I'm going up the stairs to the 8th floor. I say, where do these stairs go? They go up. I'm on 6. When I get to the 8th, I'm gonna throw up. Here's a quick look at some of the other amenities offered here at the Drury Plaza Hotel. And I'm gonna go experience Kickback. Just got off on the 2nd floor. It is 5:30. It is time to experience our dinner provided by the Drury Hotel here. And if everything fails, I could at least get Pizza Hut. They have Pizza Hut. So we're gonna go try this out. Also, note they have free popcorn and soda available like all day long, which is really pretty cool. I mean, this hotel is definitely playing hard against a Disney hotel. There is quite a line, a lot of people getting food. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I am excited. There's free coffee all night long, soda. I've stayed at a lot of DVC resorts. This one's rivaling it, not gonna lie. Let's start with the spread that is laid out for dinner here. It's a lot of mac and cheese, pastas, nachos, things like that, but also free hot dogs. But it's amazing because this is a buffet, and I've never experienced it before at a hotel, them giving us dinner. I'm used to breakfast, but dinner? And you health nuts out there, there's a salad. So they call it the 5:30 kickback. And not only do you get the food, You get 2 free drinks too. This is something. A drink selection menu here. They got quite the selection. Overall, the food selection was great. Can't believe this was a buffet. Definitely enjoyed it. Don't understand how they make money at this. Okay, we're back on the first floor by the lobby. It is raining outside, so the pool's closed, but it's okay. We're gonna meander around the lobby area and see what we can see. I know that there's an arcade over here. Let's check that out. It's called the Level Up Arcade, located just off the lobby. Oh, look at this fun photo pic for Disney. Look at, very nice. Love it. I can smell that coffee brewing. Again, coffee is served all night long whenever you need it, especially coming back from the theme parks. There's a concierge center here. You can buy your tickets, find out information that you need. And then here it is, the Level Up Arcade. Let's go check it out. Disney air hockey, fun, racing games, Walking Dead, all your usual arcade stuff. But does it have Guitar Hero? Does not look like it. If you want that sweet Guitar Hero action, it looks like you have to stay on Disney property at a normal hotel. So we're heading across the lobby after the arcade down to the marketplace, which is their gift shop / convenience area. It looks like you can get a lot of things. Maybe you forgot something. They have coffee here too, but you have to pay for it because it's Starbucks brewed. So there's free coffee or pay for the Starbucks stuff. And then looks like some Disney merchandise, cups and things. That's pretty neat. A little different than you can find in the parks. Even odds and ends, drinks, some snacks, you know, anything else you pretty much need, it looks like you can get in here. So I did hear you can get Pizza Hut here. It looks like you get the Pizza Hut right in the back of the gift shop here. And they're just churning out slices. You grab a slice and there you go. But you do have to pay for it. How about it's the kitchen bar, kitchen plus bar. It's a little hotel bar here. You can grab yourself a drink. They got some neat tables you can sit at, and you can sit at the bar, watch some TV. Very fun. All right across from the lobby. And if you're so inclined to work out on your vacation, this place has got a full-size gym too. I can't believe the size. It has everything. Now we're heading off the beaten path here. On this side, this must be outside the convention center area. Looks like they got some real nice tables set up. Fancy lamps or something. You can relax and they can have host conferences, events, things like that. It looks like in this room, so you can do that here too. And judging by the hotel itself, I bet it's pretty cheap and it's probably a really good time. You might want to definitely look into that. Look at this skyline of Orlando right there. The Orlando art is prominent. And then you get this beautiful view outside of the lake and the sunset. It looks like the storm is finally passing here. It's still raining, but I can go out here under the awning and get a nice look at the pond. Hopefully I can get back in those doors. Guess we'll find out, right? I'm sure I can. And there we go. Okay, normally I would have went through those doors because I would have had a key, but I kind of forgot my key. So I'm taking an adventure around the side of the building. Luckily it's not raining too hard to get my camera wet, but it's okay. I'm just gonna cross the parking lot again and go all the way to the front. Lesson learned. Don't forget your key. But here's a nice look at the shuttle buses that would take you to the different theme parks. Again, you get them right in the front of the resort under the Berkshire. And you just have to schedule your bus to come pick you up and take you to whichever theme park. But they come about every hour or so. And I hear they're really good about getting you back. Guest service is really well here at the Drury. And it's nighttime and it's time for the fireworks show. I get 2 fireworks show from my balcony. I have Epcot happening right over here in front of me. And then if I go to the right later on, I get Magic Kingdom fireworks. That is amazing. And it is morning, so it is time before I check out to go down and experience my breakfast. And once again, a full spread is provided. Eggs, bacon, pancakes, sausage, and even Mickey-shaped waffles. But not just any Mickey-shaped waffles. These are giant Mickey-shaped waffles, bigger than what you get at the Disney Resort. Wow. All right, well, there it is. My stay at the Drury Plaza Hotel is complete. And let me just say, this place was awesome. Totally unexpected, the level of greatness that I have received here. It was amazing. For being so close to Disney Springs, that was awesome. And to actually be like the outside Disney area hotel, receive the perks of early entry, transportation to the parks, that is amazing. But what's next level is the fact that you get breakfast and dinner and cocktails all included with your stay. I don't know how they make money on this, but I love it. It is amazing. I was blown away by the level of service that we had just between breakfast and dinner. The pool was fun. The room was really great. It was spacious. Having the fireworks view, that was definitely a perk. And then saving all the money. Now, instead of staying on property at a Disney hotel, you save so much. I want to put this place up there with staying at a DVC resort because it was incredible. Don't honestly tell you what you get more at a DVC resort that I didn't get at this hotel stay. Maybe the slide at the pool. That's all I can say. I definitely had a happy stay while I was staying here. But that's gonna do it for me. Until next time, I'm Johnny Jans, and as always, I'll catch you out there. Meandering around! One thing I will note that there is no lock on the bathroom door, so you pretty much have to be on your guard at all times, and someone could just open it up and run in, which is very strange. I never saw that at a hotel. The last thing I just gotta note is that you gotta get a Drury Plaza hotel, because there's other locations throughout the US. Make sure you try to get a Drury Plaza because that's the level of convenience that I received. There's Drury Inns too. They might not have as many amenities as the Drury Plaza Hotel did.